So what's your name?
MAINES. Matt. It's probably got like a cigarette hole in it somewhere. Actually, that way. Oh, that's probably some shit. Probably some poo. Okay, where? I don't know. There's a brown stain that I haven't seen. Nah, it's probably. I have no fucking idea what it is. Played the drums in the band. Played the drums in the band at school. And we used to spend like hours after school just rehearsing in my friend's studio room in his garage with the stage presence. So we had, there were people coming to our gigs and it was kind of funny. And I had a girlfriend then. I met a girlfriend, a groupie girlfriend, which was kind of first introduction to maybe why you wouldn't date a groupie girlfriend. How did I get involved in Goat Shed? Goat Shed was about. The way I got involved in Goat Shed I think was through Astrofunk. Some shit myself. I think I planned about the first 10 songs, which is a bit of a mistake because I remember in the first 6 songs there was like songs that I wasn't supposed to play. I remember having a few. No, I did actually. I played a couple of muck-ups, a couple of mess-ups on the violin, and I soon realised that if you pretend that it's part of the set, people don't question it. We are humans, not robots. Which is kind of what makes us who we are, makes the artist an artist. So I guess you can, you can study someone and what they do, and then you can't blame that performance on one thing. Blame it on many things. But definitely being slightly ill does impair you a little bit. I don't want to put so much of my time into kind of watching how other people do things when actually you should be doing it yourself, finding your own style. So back then, it's just a mix of genres, I guess. I try and get into a set sub-genres within a genre. So if it's dubstep, it will be a mixture of like quite heavy minimal with like some quite spacey, synthy. I love like the really chilled out stuff. I used to mix like so seamlessly, and that's great for you. It feels really nice to get a lovely, perfect transition. But it is quite boring because I remember playing in my living room a few times, and my friends got pretty bored of my mixing one time. And I was like, "What am I doing wrong?" They're like, "You're doing nothing wrong. There's just not much going on." Even in the uni cafe, I've heard one of the workers there listening to like the kind of stuff I've played once or twice. It's much more acceptable, whereas some stuff's a bit like I'm the only one who's having a laugh, having a bit of fun. 14 plug sockets in about a 10 to 12 meter radius. Why is that necessary? I don't know what they're doing here.
Where are we, Matt?
We're in the Nuffield Theatre, a brand new building. No, not a brand new building. The building's been open for ages, but it's taken them ages to pull their finger out their arse and actually make it into something which is half decent. It's not even that great, to be honest.
What is your...
There's a lot of wasted space. The lights, you've seen them in every gastro pub already. And there's this kind of weird, confusing, intriguing kind of wall art which has a load of names on it. If it had some information about what it meant, it might have a bit of direction, but at the moment it's just a lot of random names, and it has Southampton City Council. Who the fuck wants that? It's really enjoyable.
What's hard?
Sometimes getting out of the house and busting, taking your bum off the seat or taking your bum out of bed, and just having to like think about the long-term goals
of what?
Of competing in rowing, of like just winning and progression, just general progression, and trying to get yourself to do things that sometimes you're quite grudgingly capable of doing. But when it actually happens, the whole process is... The hard thing is the whole process of training for rowing is quite tough. It's quite grueling, and it is like mentally it's really tough because it's like you're never really comfortable when you're like pushing your body. So I guess the kind of same kind of creativity from mixing can kind of be translated a bit into cooking, because it's like playing songs, one after the other, in a bit of an order, or not in an order. With cooking, you're allowed like complete flexibility and creativity with what you can add, and at the very end you get like a finished product. With cooking, it's like I kind of think it's the same. It's very similar to DJing in some ways, because you have complete control over the ingredients, what goes into the finished product. Finished product of a DJ set obviously being like an hour and a half of just selected songs that you've wanted to play to yourself in a studio, unless you're playing in a club or an environment where there's people involved. And then cooking, you know, having some knowledge of what goes together and what you want it to be like overall helps a bit. But actually just throwing in loads of ingredients, I love cooking with just like loads of random ingredients and just hoping for the best. And my dad always told me, as long as the ingredients you're putting into the food, into the meal, all taste good, then the finished product at the end should taste really tasty.
What's this part of the interview?
I've got to make up a dance to one of my mixes, which has a context of what makes up me, which is rowing in this case. That's a good track. Hang on. Let's just remember back to it. Oh my god. So there's a little bridge, so I can think of like something that has some kind of context.
Do you want to stand up for this or sit down?
This is sat down dance because I'm just like getting myself ready.